Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Hope we are doing well. I'm doing well, alhamdulillah. So, my brothers and sisters, today I'm in front of you to share a small message concerning as a human being about our behavior and our future. So, my brothers and sisters, the message of today, as I told you, is going to be important and it is short. So, my brothers and sisters, our message of today, like last time I've told you, we are going to continue about concerning health, right? So, because our health is very important in this one. So that is why I've said we have to know our health, right? So, and we have to know what we are eating, right? So, because as I said last time, we have to know about our health and stay long in this world, right? So, because some people when they have disease, they are not healthy, they can't stay in this. I mean, they can't stay in this world. They can just be suffering. They hold their life. So, brothers and sisters, the message of today, like last time we have talked about the cigarette and alcohol. So, because it's not about that, like alcohol and cigarette, they can bring problem in your head. So, my brothers and sisters, or as you are talking about concerning health, so today we are talking about because you are seeing people are suffering with kidney, with, I mean they have they have problem in the liver. So some people they have cancer. So we have to know those things they bring problem in your health. My brothers and sisters, some people they have different disease. As I'm saying, some people they have a heart failure. Some people they have, issue about the kidneys. So others they have problem in their intestine. So we have to know the causes of those diseases. So the brothers and sisters, in this generation, we can see, those past years ago, we can see old men, they are the one who has, problems. They have sickness up concerning kidneys or how can I say, they have problem concerning about the liver, ulcers also, but diabetes. But nowadays, this generation, we are seeing youngest men and youngest women, they have those diseases and they are still young. So we have to know the causes of those diseases. So my brothers and sisters, so today I'm going to tell you the truth about the causes of those diseases because as I say, kidneys, so I mean a disease concerning about the liver, stomach ulcers. So some people they have cancer, so others they have diabetes and they are still young. So we have to know the causes of today. So and I'm going to tell you, and maybe you can just control yourself because we have to control ourselves, as I said the last time, because it's not meaning the doctor is going to control your life. You have to control your life before a doctor come to say for you they are not supposed to do this one. So my brothers and sisters, what causes of the main problem of the kidney? Because kidney is very, it's a bad disease in this world because when some people they have kidney, the stomach can start swelling, so you can see the legs. So we have to know the causes because when you have problem with the kidney, you will suffer in this world and you can't enjoy, you can't move, you can't stand, you can't eat well. So you are just still medication till your whole life. So till the end of your life. So, but there are some people when they have money, they can treat themselves and they become, they can become well so fast. So, but those who they are still poor, poor people and poor women, the way they used to suffer. It's not concerned like when some people they have, they are sick. They are not poor. They're not rich. They are the one who can suffer. But also, if you are not rich, but you can suffer. So even those who they are rich, sometimes they can suffer because sickness or disease not looking like this one is rich, this one is poor. So as I'm saying, we have to know what the causes. Of what's the causes causing about the kidney, right? Because people are suffering with the kidney. So my brothers and sisters, what we are eating, right? What we are eating when you take when you eat food, first of all, the food is going to the stomach. So after the stomach is going to pass in the liver, after the liver is going to the kidney. So we have to know what we are eating, right, and bring that problem, because of the liver. So, my brothers and sisters, you know, nowadays, as I said, some people, those generation, young men and young women, they have problem with their kidney. So the problem is, what we are eating. We are eating toxic things, right? Because nowadays everything we are eating is come out with industry, so they have some chemicals. That's why I bring that's the problem. So, but before those years passed ago, some people they are eating natural things. So, even now the the banana we are eating. So, and the bread we are eating, for example, the rice we are eating. So they put chemicals. So we have to know that. So my brothers and sisters, if you have money, you just use your money and be healthy in this world. So my brothers and sisters, when you take, for example, alcohol. I'm saying like alcohol, for example. Alcohol, first of all, is going to pass in your liver. After in your liver, go to the kidney. So, when some people, other people, when their immunity is not strong, they are the one who can just infect it so fast. So, if you want to avoid to have issues about kidney, first of all, we have to drink a lot of water, right? Secondly, we have to avoid to take toxic things. No, Coke, Coca-Cola, soda. So it's good to make your juice at home, because when you make your juice at home, there is no chemicals. Just put water and your fruits and make to put your sugar, take your juice. But if you are using to take Coca-Cola or soda or Fanta and others, it is a big problem because Coca-Cola, it's the bad. It's too. Coca-Cola is acidic. It's too bad. So we are not supposed to take Coca-Cola because it's not like you are not supposed. Sometimes you can take your Coke and mix maybe with water because you know when just you are taking Coca-Cola, just imagine you take meat and mix with Coca-Cola, you can see the reaction, right? So the balance sisters, you have to avoid toxic things. Like for example, we have to avoid Coca-Cola, we have to avoid Fanta, we have to avoid and alcohol, right? Just acidic things that can bring problem here. Sometimes it's good to it is good to it is good to take something also. Because our body also needs those acidic things, right? So, but just know the intestine. The stomach. It is already has the acidic. So we have to know what you are talking about. So, my brothers and sisters, as I said, if you have to avoid such, the issues are concerning about the kidney or, a liver, my brothers and sisters, we have to take a lot of water. So we have to avoid coke. We have to avoid those oily things, right? Because some people they think maybe when they're eating, something which has oil, they are eating well, but just you're lying yourself because you know when you're eating oily things, just so it's going to pass in your kidney. So my brothers and sisters, during the day, we have to take a lot of water, right? You can take like 3 jerrycans, for example. 3 liters, sorry, 3 liters of water a day. You take, for example, one early in the morning, you take one afternoon, you take one after lunch, and evening you take small water because when you are sleeping, so you are immune. Your organs they have gone to rest because when you are taking something too much, at night, for example, you are taking too much water at night, so just know you are going to give your kidneys work. So because when you are resting, everything is resting, brain, your intestine, everything is resting. So my brothers and sisters, if we are if we are taking water, let's take during the day because at night, like you're going to sleep, taking a lot of water, that is nothing. So when you are taking water at night, just take small water, just feed yourself and sleep, right? So the advantage that I say, if you have to avoid uh problem concerning about the kid, you have to avoid those big things, right? Like I've said, soda and the Coca-Cola and Fanta and others. So my brothers and sisters, there are some food they can bring you problem in your kidney. So we have to know what we are taking, right? We have to control our soft membrane systems. So because to replace a kidney into your body, it is very expensive, right? And to get a kidney, it's not like you are looking for man, but to get a kidney, I mean, to get someone to for you, for example, to replace your kidney with another kidney, it's very big, so it's very hard, my brothers and sisters. So I think we have understood our message of today, my brothers and sisters. So as I'm going to repeat again, we have to control ourselves what we are eating, because people nowadays they have issues about kidney. So I think that is the true. We have to control ourselves. We have to take water. We have to drink water. We have to take fruits. So anytime we have to take fruits, right? So we have to make our juice, our own juice. You're not supposed to take those things to pass it in industry, because they have chemicals. Even drugs we are taking, it's not, like you are feeling, you have a headache, or you have just, you are tired and take, you take Panadol or some other drugs. We have to know the cause, because some people, they're just like, they are taking alcohol, just they feel like they feel it and they take it. So when you have a headache, just know maybe you have been up and down. That's why you have a headache. So you're not supposed to run and get, for example, get a Panadol or some other amoxicillin and other medicine. So my brothers and sisters, I want to tell you that, because we have to remind ourselves and we have to remind each other, because that's why I'm here to remind you. We have to control ourselves, because people have problem with their kidneys. So we have to take a lot of water during the day. We have to eat fruits. So we have to take milk. So my brothers and sisters, it's so good. It is too good to make your own juice, right? So I think that is the good idea. So I can tell you to make your own juice. Don't go to, for example, just feel like you want sweet things, like you want to go to get to buy for you, for example, to buy your Coke or to buy your someone is, just because just they put chemicals, right? So we have to know what we are taking and what what you are putting in, inside our body. So my brothers and sisters, even the water we are taking, this one they sell in, they sell in the, in the market also. They put some product, because to the water to key, to stay, not to like to be spoiled, So we have to know what we are eating and what we are taking, my brothers and sisters. So you have to take water, during the day, a little of water. You have to urinate every time, you understand, because when you're urinating, so that's why you are bringing out the chemicals, right? Because if just you are not urinating, so that's a big problem, So, brothers and sisters, we have to avoid, toxic things we are taking, right? So, you know, even though you're not a doctor, but you have to treat yourself, right? So, you're not supposed like to go to hospital and the doctor say, for example, for you now you have to stop this one, you have to eat this one. So we have to control ourselves. So my brothers and sisters, that's the message of today. And I'm going to thank you, because we are here, or you are there listening. And I can tell you, we have to subscribe our channel, we have to follow, we have to comment. I think you have understood that. So that is the message of today. So I think tomorrow again we are here continuing about concerning health. So because today I was talking about the kidney, so tomorrow again we have to continue our discussion concerning about the concern about our health, because we need health in this world. We need a good health, because when you don't have a good health, you can suffer in this world, my brothers and sisters. So I think those who are listening our conversation of today, I think you will help your friend, or can help your family, or you can help your wife, right? So I'm going to end there, and I wish you a good night. So, and I thank you so much, those one who are following and those one who they are going to follow next. So I thank you, all of you, and have a wonderful night and have a wonderful supper. Tomorrow again we shall be here to remind ourselves. Have a good night and bye bye.